What is up, guys? Evan Aldo here. How are you guys doing today? So let's get right into it. I'm not going to waste your time. I don't know. I mean, we're looking at, when we look at Bitcoin, look at a few of these, the main thing here, and if you guys are interested in a new trade, I just posted one in the Discord, which I think has a decent shot of playing out, but at least hedging the bets a bit if the more, bearish situation, the more bearish case does play out here and, ends up bringing us down a little bit. So I think if we reject from, where we 97, the logical place to come back to and test would probably be 88. I mean, you probably, people would say, yeah, you got some hope at 90 or 92. Maybe. Definitely a decent shot. I mean, linear spiral lines are not as powerful, but if you're just looking at a little bit of a bump down, a little bit of a correction, then 92 would be probably where you would bounce and continue forward. And it definitely can happen. I mean, obviously we've mapped these charts out a lot, and I think that you're still in a strong position to hit potentially 150K, by the end of the year if all goes well. Hell, maybe even a little bit higher. So we'll see. But ultimately, rejecting off of that point. So yeah, I mean, in terms of money flow, it would make sense to come down a little bit farther. Very choppy here. That 5-hour money flow. I just want to look at that 4-hour. Money flow as well. Hack trades. Yeah, I was thinking about you, man. I was thinking about you. I was thinking about Christmas. I was thinking about on Christmas that we need to short the market on Christmas. So that's why I took the short trade. But no, it's just more about hedging the bets. And I think about it, actually. I was back in Trading Wars, the last season of Trading Wars. I came in second place. Who the hell won it? Oh, yeah, Crusader won it. He did it crazy. He got a 40% gain in like 4 weeks. Really good. But I came in second place because I got like a 15% gain. Probably would have, I mean, it's an excuse, but I probably would have done better if I, was actually focusing on that account as much as my, other accounts, with, were, yeah. So, but yeah. So that's why I was doing some good like longs and shorts at the same time there. So contrary to popular belief, yes, I do shorts throughout this jump up though. And I'm not trying to call no bottoms or nothing like everybody. I heard somebody, I'm not going to say no names. I heard somebody on Twitter. I called the bottom right here. I'm like, bro, you were calling the bottom. You called the bottom here, 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 here. Like eventually you're gonna get it right. Like eventually you're gonna get it right. But yeah. So yeah, ultimately that's what I'm kind of looking at there. I don't know if I'm still more of the bull camp, even though despite there's a little bit of fear because the Lions are still going at it. Trump and Powell. We got Powell speaking in 2 days. So yeah, and let's see, short at 90. So what? Oh, they're talking about me. Oh, interesting. Okay. What's up, Digital Dots at G-Gen? Oh, so he's shorting. Oh boy. Okay, we're definitely gonna pump. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Anything could happen, obviously, but. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's more of, you see these little drop backs. I mean, maybe you come back. I mean, it could keep jumping, definitely. And more of my trades are positioned. I will do better in terms of my leverage trading accounts and long term, obviously. But in terms of leverage trading accounts, I will do a lot better if we continue forward. A little bit of an insurance policy on the short. So, I hope we do continue forward, but it's more kind of if you want to make money, right? Regardless of what happens. This looks a little bit bearish on that 2 day, so we'll see what happens. I think ETH dominance and ETH versus Bitcoin still looks like it wants to jump up a bit more here, so we'll see. I mean, I really like the monthly. I like a lot of these. I think that I mean, I guess it can go a little bit lower, but I think you're getting there to your bottom. Monetary policy is a problem. Melania coin also is a problem. That went to 0.5. Trump's trying to rebound this guy. I don't know if he'll be successful at it, but Trump coin, I would be a little bit more hopeful on this, but we'll see. It's like you get that jump up, then you get, your little fear drop down, then usually you could kind of hopefully keep going. Come down, get the trigger wave on big one. Let's look at the daily real quick. Is there a trigger wave forming? Probably not a terrible strategy. No, not yet. It's, you'd be looking at a few weeks or a week. You know, wow. Could even be a few days if we really nuke, but I don't know. We'll definitely have to see what happens here. I'm just thinking about Actress, ETH right there. Oh man, okay, Algorand, yeah, just a lot of your average coins. I mean, they're coming down, but it's not. I mean, nothing's gonna go straight up, obviously. So we'll see what happens. Still kind of dead in the water. Well, not dead in the water, but you know what I mean. Just taking its time on a lot of these. And I think it's just a market desperate for a little bit better monetary policy that feels like it may never come or whatever. Curious how ApeCoin's holding up. Probably not good. Yeah, 49. Well, it is a big point, and you're kind of getting that, head and shoulder, reverse head and shoulder. So maybe another jump at 42, then we can finally break upward. Back in business, we get up to 75 cents. So we'll see what ends up happening. I wanted to look at, as we do in most of these live streams, look at like even API clubs, crap like that, 30, 2.5 ETH. So still kind of the same. We've just been waiting, it's just a very long waiting game here. Like say you had that peak up in December and then just nada, for the next. I mean, it can be nada for a while, it looks like, but yeah, just nothing since January. So January, February, March, April, so about 3 months of nothingness. So hopefully you break upward relatively soon. What's up, CVO? How's it going, man? Happy Cinco de Mayo. Happy to you too, man. Cinco de Mayo. It's funny. I'm in Mexico, so yeah, celebrating that in Mexico. I guess the parties are gonna be pretty crazy tonight. Probably a lot of people, going crazy for Cinco de Mayo. So, yeah, man. Hope you're doing well, man. We gotta get you on the channel pretty soon. Forget if you're going to. I'll be in Bitcoin, Las Vegas. For all you guys who want to go to Bitcoin Las Vegas, the link down below for a ticket, 10% off. It's down below my link. You got a little. But what do you think in CBO? I'm just curious. What are you thinking? Have we bottomed on ETH versus Bitcoin? Do we keep going forward? I think you're more bullish, right? So yeah. But it could be a little bit of a nothing burger in terms of the bearishness right now. Algorand, I mean, we'll see what happens. Making higher lows generally, so that's pretty good. TRX I wanted to look at. So yeah. And if you guys don't know, to check out CVO. He does a lot of really good TA. I've had him on the channel quite a few times now. Really insightful stuff. Learned a lot about him in terms of what I think will happen with the housing market and some things of that nature. So yeah. TRX just very sideways. Hopefully this keeps going. I mean, we confirmed the trigger wave there on the weekly, and it so far didn't do too much. Kind of a nothing burger, but we'll see. The one I wanted to definitely look at was others versus Bitcoin. And that's kind of like important to hold where we are right now to kind of keep somewhat of our 4-year cycle intact in terms of where this normally bottoms out. Now, we're very delayed. That should have been our bottom there. January 31st event, sometime in January or February, let's say. So we're February, March. We're about 3 months delayed. We're about 3 months delayed there. So let's see. Mine too, CVO. Yeah, you're thinking the same way I'm thinking. Yeah, for ETH, yeah, I'm really packed on ETH. I guess to really brighten that up, I mean, if you look at ETH versus Bitcoin here, if you look at like, where is it? Was there? Okay, the weekly was a green Heiken-Ashi. No, not yet. Okay, but still, the monthly was good here. Yeah, 2 weeks. So. Yeah, I mean, we should. Hopefully, you could jump back up to this area and excite some people. Do something like that. If you could do that, that would be nice. Yeah, it'd probably be 100% jump. 40%, close enough. But, yeah. So I do think that ETH is got a lot of potential there. Others versus Bitcoin. I just want to see if there's anything, printing anything that looks slightly better. Not really. You're still waiting on that 2-week bull div, which is not even damn close. Like, stairs down, elevator up, setup. Oh, it's usually the opposite, but yeah. usually is a bit of the opposite. So usually it comes down faster or than it goes up, but it could be the opposite here now. Others versus Bitcoin too. If we can get this 2 week, I mean, you could kind of in the 4 year cycle. I mean, that was a trigger wave. That was so good back in 2021. But I mean, you're due to do something like this or something like this. Now you're not forming a trigger wave. You're forming a bull div, which is actually the first bull div on your. Other than, I don't think that was a true bull div back there. I'd consider this to be the first bull div there. So that could work out similarly to, you know, something like that or something like that. Now it's obviously probably going to be diminished returns as you see over time. So, you know, half of this, I mean, I think at this point we'll take back up to close to our old all-time highs from 2021. 100-something percent. But no, in all reality, it can make a new higher high. I mean, it generally outperforms Bitcoin when you zoom out. But in the past, yeah, since 18, yeah, you're lower than that. So you're about those June 2017 numbers, which is kind of, you know, negative for altcoins, but it is what it is. Everyone hating altcoins. I mean, they've been hating altcoins, man. They've been hating altcoins, but yeah, I mean, I want to look at ETH dominance looks good. You know, ETH versus Bitcoin looks good. So, and then we look at Bitcoin dominance, which is, you know, still just, I think it keeps getting over and overblown. I mean, I'm not saying it can't go up higher, but I mean, I'm really looking at like a hard ceiling at 66 if we make it, if that ends up being the top there, because you're going to get that bear div on that 2 week. Like it's not, I mean, how much gas is left in the tank here? I mean, you're waiting on monetary policy. You know, that's what's kind of screwing us up a little bit. You're waiting on monetary policy. It doesn't look like, maybe, I have no idea what the hell Powell's going to say on Wednesday. I can't imagine he would sound that hawkish, though. But maybe the NDQT will come in May, or excuse me, come in June or July. You know, I would think a lot of this market would really give us most of the gains in Q4 of this year. So, yeah. Musk out as Tesla CEO, yeah, right. I think that's a little bit too high. Trump lower tariffs on China, so July 31st. That could be, yeah, that would at least temporarily help markets, I would think. You know, if he ends it sometime in June or July, it could be even this month, you know, depending. Probably would give you a good month for markets. So, yeah. And then obviously people are betting on who's the next pope. It looks like it's going to be Pietro. So yeah. It looks like there's going to be a lot of trade deals happening. You know, some of them are tougher than others, but yeah. What price will Bitcoin hit in May? What do people think? Okay, 100K is favored, 90K. Okay, we're above 90K. It's more bearish actually. So people don't know. And it looks like the Knicks will lose as usual. So yeah. I mean, the other thing, let's just look at others itself, which generally still looks good. I mean, I could see a little bit more of a pullback, but this could be, yeah, the thing too is this, like including myself, and I don't think it's a bad idea at all to take a short here, especially hedging the bet, but this could be a bottom based on where others is hitting right now. I mean, it could go lower, but you know, sometimes people get scared and then you just keep jumping. You get like one kind of bearish sign, like on that 2-day, but it's not like the hardest bearish sign, and you keep going, and then your money flow kind of overpowers that. So that's what we're looking at. Yeah, that's definitely what we're looking at. And yeah, trigger wave on the 2 week. So yeah. ETH is really, we want 2,500, man. That's what we really need here, 2,500. A lot of people would be excited. Curious if your fear and greed has come cap, fear and greed. Who cares if your fear and greed has done anything? So slightly getting more fear, but I would think it would break upward with the market if you generally keep going. But I mean, you still can afford to drop down to 92, 80, 88K, whatever, you know. There's definitely that possibility. And yeah, other than that, let's look at the order of coins in CoinGecko. Just like our market caps a little bit. Haven't done that in a minute. So XRP gaining in on Tether. I don't know if that's gonna surpass Tether. I think it did at one point, right? And then Tether was gated on ETH. I don't think that's gonna surpass ETH. I think my gut is that ETH's got it for now on. BNB, that's always going to be one of your big ones, always the hit. And then Doge is goddamn top 10 coin still, even at 16 cents. Tron in the top 10, Avalanche, Stellar Lumens, yeah. I mean, let's look at Ton. I know their CEO was arrested, but you know that adds clout. That helps. Not really, but yeah, decent area that could eventually jump. I don't know if I'd be the most hopeful on Ton. I wanted to look at Stellar. Went nuts out of nowhere. Yeah, XLM, just insane. Yeah, because then when you zoom out on this, you're just like, oh, wait a second, I want to look at it on the. What? Oh, I got the, okay, hold on. This is like such an oldie. Yeah, your market cycle is over for Tether. Stellar Lumens. No, I don't think so. I think you should be able to recover from here probably, but yeah, that's the thing. Maybe a double bottom there. You know, it's tough to say. It's tough to say. That's the thing. Maybe that's your market cycle top really early. I mean, it probably peaked out early here, so that's what's an interesting thing. If you want to be really negative about this damn market, like this is like your May. Right here is like your May of last time, and then into your end of year or whatever, or yeah, into your end of year, you just get back up to that point. I don't know though. Something going on with Tron? No, I don't know. Let's see. VRA broke above weekly resistance with this like. So yeah, I mean it could be good for VRA. VRA's died out a little bit, but I wouldn't, you know, be completely pessimistic on it. You know, hitting a big area here. I think there's potential. I wouldn't bet a ton on it, but I think there's some potential here. Definitely a decent shot to, you know, come back up to half a cent. Half a cent. 98% down. A bit of a jump up. So yeah. Bitcoin, yeah, Bitcoin hit all-time history index. That's the thing. Let's look at the inception. Yeah, back in. Oh yeah, I forgot. For some reason, I thought it came out in 2011, but yeah, 2009. And like, what was this? You know? Yeah, that was obviously if you were in it in 2009 or whatever, 2000. Yeah, one of the first transactions. Let's say 2009, and then to 2011 peak. Yeah. That was interesting. We were talking about. I did a nice chat with a few of you guys in the Discord that I do time to time in the VIP Discord for the VIP members and voice chat. And we were talking about potential some of the potential identities of Satoshi Nakamoto. Let's type in Satoshi, and I'll find the guy that committed suicide around. I forget the name. Oh, I don't think he was one of the. Nah, Russell Bridge, no way. That other guy, not. So we kind of know these two were involved. Who was Satoshi? Um, so yeah. And it's not Nick Sabo. I don't think. I mean, he could have been. Any of these could have been involved, but I think this guy, Craig Wright, is just it's more of it's more just shooting around for something. But it's that other damn guy that could have been he. Maybe he was one of the people in '09, and then he realized how crazy it went, how much money he would have had if he kept it into 2011. Well, then again, it's not. That's only a 10x. I thought it was more there. Yeah, because it was at zero. Yeah, you're not even. That's the problem. It was worth essentially nothing, and then okay, let's say yeah, from 1 cent to that peak. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it went from 1 cent to yeah. So that's life changing. But that's maybe why that guy committed suicide. Maybe he was involved. I don't think he was, though. I think it was just coincidental. Bitcoin maxing next cycle. Well, it is next cycle. We're in the cycle, but yeah, I mean it's like penny stocks versus or stocks versus S&P 500. I mean most of them do bleed against S&P 500 and the Nasdaq. We don't have like an equivalent. We don't really have index funds for crypto with stuff like that. I mean you could look at others versus Bitcoin, things of that nature, but yeah. I mean I think like a lot of people with alts, definitely getting depressing, but it could jump up like CVO was mentioning very quickly. Just straight up. Went down the stairs, up the elevator. I mean, it could be more, so this is gradual. It could be more like that or that. I mean, but that's just so long ago, you know what I mean? But, if we were to, I don't know, get a third of that, then you just erased everything by June. I don't think that's going to happen. But do you know how happy some people would be? Oh, scared me. Give me 1 second, guys. I just gotta let somebody in. Give me 1 second. All right, guys. That's done. I am back. Okay. Appreciate you guys for a little bit of patience there. Maiden's guy to fix something real quick. So yeah. Now what you guys were saying, yeah, I mean, you know, it's interesting. So summer, I mean, summer normally is a little bit of that lock's got, yeah, summer normally is a little bit of an issue. Normally is where you see a little bit of a pullback. Yeah, but I think, you know, we're in May now. We got, you know, what is it, 7, 8 more months. We still got 8 more months of the year. So, you know, you got time. You know, time is on our side, as Ben Cowan would say, or I forget the exact meaning of that. But there's more. There's more more that can happen. You know, there's definitely more that can happen. And I mean, you know, I mean, let's just see. You know, if you're just purely, let's just say, you know, let's look at ETH versus SPY and then ETH versus NASDAQ. They look the same, but basically, yeah, I mean, right, let's just see here. I mean, if we were to do, if you're hoping that ETH is not a relic against the NASDAQ, I mean, that was, you know, that bottom was, that was the June bottom, or May 22. It was May 22, I thought it was June, yeah, June bottom 22, which was, that was a ferocious time, you know. And then, yeah, and then you had your, you know, yeah. Yeah, so that's really the main. I'm just looking at, like, trying to find an area that's, if we were to, if there's anything I'm like missing here, fixed volume range maybe. Interesting. Okay, that's a big area, but I don't know if this is the best yet even. Let's see. There. Yeah, I mean, I think we would be able to jump. I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say it's like the most bullish thing, but certainly isn't the most bearish. You know, maybe you do end up coming back down to that point against a SPY, but yeah. Nicholas Perry, I started in 2016. I mean, I technically started in 2015. I didn't have much money, or ended 2014. I didn't have much money back then, obviously, over 10 years ago, but yeah. Usually, yeah. I mean, that's the main thing. You know, Nicholas Perry. I mean, that Pari. When things get really bad, when there's a lot of fear, I mean, that's usually when it keeps coming back. And right now, you're still up. You know, I guess people are thinking, you know, we came up, now we're rejecting from this point. You know, it's the logical place to kind of be fearful because you're up, you know, 30% currently, which isn't a crazy amount, but still, it's something. You know, still, it's definitely something if you're looking to ETH. So. Yeah, I think it's just like, you know, you just got to see. So, yeah. Let's see. um, May 4th. Is May 4th a holiday? Yeah. It's like just fight craziness with craziness at this point. Kind of reminds me of the Putin on a horse without a shirt on. Now you don't even have to get on the horse with the shirt on. You can just make the photo with AI. For a dead brain. Let's see. Anyway, let's see here. So yeah. Yeah, XRP. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, it usually, I mean, the thing too is like long term. I mean, there's so many things that never goddamn came back. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you look at something like Dash, for example, I mean, it really, it's not always like buy and die normally does work. Dead people are the best traders generally. But, you know, something like Dash, I mean, if you held since 20, I mean, 5 years, I mean, not much, you know, not too much. So yeah. That was right there. Tether did that. I kind of like that coming down. I kind of like. That definitely would help us out generally. We'll see what ends up happening with that. That looks bearish too. You know, that would kind of generally help us out. Let's see. Oh, let's see. What's up, James? Star Wars holiday. May the Force. No, that's okay. Yeah, may the Force be with you. Privacy coins. Man, privacy coins have not been relevant in a while. Wait, why is the yeah. Um. Hmm. Yes, that part. Hmm. US 30, geez. I mean, that's still, yeah, it's just like, I mean, the TLT, I mean, you're just hoping for something to trying to reverse down. But yeah, Powell ain't giving you what you need. We'll see what the hell he says. If this helps us change course and come up a little bit, we'll see. Definitely got to see there. Yeah. So yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, let's see. There's that. Okay, there's Twitter. And obviously we looked at this. I mean, okay, May's going to be a pause. Probably going to be a pause in June. It wouldn't be impossible to go the other way. July, you know, yeah, you're looking at that area. And then, I mean, you're still hoping for 3 cuts by end of year. Wonder what they think for January. Okay, even for maybe January. How about like, I mean, it's so hard to, oh, that's interesting. So they think they're going to raise, hold on. Oh, no, I just think it would be a pause, I guess. Yeah, so that would be, I'm surprised. I mean, this is probably so speculative at this point, but it's, yeah, so it'd be like 5 cuts into the end of next year. It's a while away, but yeah. So I mean, right now you would be looking at January or March really as, yeah. Oh no, it's 8. No, it would be. But yeah, yeah, really December would be the major. Yeah. Would kind of make sense for a peak there as rates go down a lot. I don't know. Oh, let's look at, okay, let's look at privacy coins. Yeah, Tornado Cash, that was a little, I mean, you know, obviously at least 90% of these, you know, ideas that got tossed around on Reddit, Twitter, and all that, you know, they don't really much, not too much happens with them. But yeah, let's look at a few of them. So Zcash was like, I think in my opinion, the most promising at one point, but then again, I'm not like an expert on, you know, privacy coins too much, but you know, it's still trying to jump a bit here. I mean, if you look at its Bitcoin evaluation, it's probably terrible, but let's see. Yeah, I mean, that area right there from June. So you kind of done nothing against Bitcoin. The Monero one had, you know, I feel like they just lost some traction. Oh, this is not bad at all. I didn't realize. Okay, this is done well. Okay, so yeah, I didn't realize that. Okay, that's better than I thought. You know, I'll take that. But yeah, I mean, you're only down a little bit from your peak in, you know, 21, 35% down. Hmm. 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 Mining Monero back in the day. Hmm. Interesting. I didn't even know you could mine it. I guess it's proof of work. I guess you can, yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, no, it did well. I mean, what's from the, you know, you're, well, okay, you're down a little bit, but yeah, you're still 46% down. But compared to a lot of other things, you know, I mean, let's look at, oops, what did I do? Okay, let's look at this versus Bitcoin. You know, okay, that's not, okay, all it's done is bleed. Okay, that's not too, not too promising there, but I mean, maybe it'll turn around relatively soon. It might, that could be the bottom, you know, a monthly bull div. I mean, I think you could get some more momentum with it, yeah. Easiest one is CPU mine. Huh. Interesting. You could probably mine it with your own, it wouldn't be profitable, but mine it with your own computer or whatever, right? Yeah. What was the Tornado Cash one? I knew about that. It wasn't, is it this? Lunar, yeah, you know when something's, yeah. Was it just torn? Is that what it was? Oh yeah, torn, okay. It's gotta be this. I mean, it could come back, I don't know. Feels like this is just a stupid name. I'd rather mess with Monero. I don't know. What a stupid name. Everything with a stupid name never does well. I mean, I'm just thinking like stupid names, like pancake swat. What a stupid name, like cake. Like, I don't know, any of these like stupid. It's kind of like, Yeah, like that. I mean, what's that done? I mean, it's made higher lows since, you know, end of 23. Voila. With sushi, yeah, that's just like, you know what I mean? Yeah, maybe something could be brewing. Kind of looks like Dot a little bit. Which, I mean, obviously a higher market cap. I think you know, you may have a little bit more potential with Dot, Paris Chain, Parachop, maybe something more. Let's see when FOMC. Oh, what's up, FG? Everybody's in the chat. How you doing, man? How you doing, FG? Man, I'm thinking like maybe, you know, 88K flopping groper, and then maybe, you know, continue, or we just, you know, keep going. I'd use privacy coins, but that's with the IRS. Letter from them recently. Oh, about privacy coin. Oh, geez, I didn't realize they would. Yeah, maybe that's the case. But yeah, I hope you're doing well, flopping groper. You go. I'm sure. Oh yeah, you're going to Vegas. Oh yeah, we got the. Yeah. I'm sure you're going to Vegas. Yeah, I'm excited for that, guys. If you want to go to Vegas, link is down below. 10% of my link. When is that? That home season Wednesday, man. Mine off of a cheap rig, yeah. Mining is not like mining's tougher, but that's probably not a surprise for a lot of you guys. I'm curious about how helium's doing. Was there more? I'm trying to find a. Was that on Coinbase? I think. Let's find more data here. Yeah. Could be some potential. Yeah. Keep going. XRP. Let's see. If you see more down coming. Yeah. Short from. Yeah. I mean, I'm short right now, but it's more of like a hedging the bets. Like I got more longs than shorts, but. You know, I could definitely see, yeah, 88K or whatever. I feel like you'd keep 88K or you'd want to keep it, but we'll see. I mean, maybe Powell just gives us the finger on Wednesday. F you know, you're going down farther, you know, tariff. Yeah, who knows? But yeah, man. I was doing some Copenhagen side planks yesterday during my workout. Gets your obliques pretty good. My left side of my obliques pretty sore right now. Gets those obliques pretty good. Helps the posture and all that shit. But yeah, what's up, Satoshi? But yeah, we gotta get on a call soon. FG, I gotta get you probably on the channel. Yeah, I gotta work on some more stuff. And was a little bit sick the last week. Got a cold that lasted a while, or a flu, or whatever. And now I'm better now, a little bit nasally, but you know how it is. Nothing that some coconut water and going to the beach in the nice waves can't fix. Let's see. Trading bots are very good. Yeah, probably. If you know what you're doing. Mining can be more foolproof. I mean, there's speculative mining. There's all that type of stuff. I've never done mining. I'm probably not the best person to ask about mining, but you know. I mean, obviously, if you were mining, weren't you able to? I remember back in frickin' year 2015 or even 2014 or something, people were like mining Bitcoin on their computers, like their MacBook Pros or whatever. Was that actually a thing? I mean, obviously the most unprofitable thing, but if you kept the damn Bitcoin, you know what I mean, to 100K, you probably would have made a lot of money. So yeah. But yeah, I hope you're doing really well, FG. We got to do like a push-up challenge every day, 100 push-ups to 10K. Just start doing it on the way down in the bear market. No, I'm just kidding. 50 push-ups a day to 50K. No. That was very impressive. I wish I kept doing that. That's tough to do 100 push-ups every damn day. That's the thing. It's tough. Let's see here. Jump area. Still done working on camera. It's a lot of work, man. Set up the camera and all that shit. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I mean, people bring their tripods to the gym, you know, all that stuff. You know, they're really, some people are really into it, but yeah. I'm mainly just working on my shoulder right now, working on the posture, mainly, you know, that stuff combined with, you know, obviously putting on muscle. I lost a little bit of muscle because just not really like, you know, just not working out too much last week, but you know, still, still decent. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, it would make sense to come down. I mean, it's hard to say, obviously. I mean, yeah, I wanted to look at Matic too, like just talking about like depressing coins. I like the 2 week. I'll take the 2 week, but still not as good as I'd like to see it. But you know, it's kind of depressing seeing Matic do so terribly. You know, yeah. Picked on some bear market weight. It's rough, man. That's rough. It's rough. Man, I mean, you know, if you're just trying to, I mean, I get people say calories in, calories out. You know, I have some people that really swear by intermittent fasting for that. You know, if you're just trying to get lean. People swear by the sauna, too, for just trying to get lean. That's the main stuff I've seen there. Even swimming is really good. The thing too is like everybody's freaking, even people that aren't even like, don't even have much body fat. Like everybody's taking damn Ozempic now. Even people that are yoked because it's supposed to be preventive for heart disease and all these type of things. Like here it's pretty big, and in Mexico you're seeing it all over. I don't know. There's side effects and shit, but you know, still got to eat a lot of protein and work hard. But yeah. No, that I would take that. No, at least not. Maybe when I'm older. Maybe when I'm older I would if everybody else is taking it. But yeah. I think you have to inject it in your ass. No, I'm just kidding. I think it is injectable, right? But yeah, man, just get some TRT, you know, getting all that to trend. But yeah, nah, don't do that shit. Let's see. Who knows how much, yeah. Nah, like it would be Nicholas Parry. Like I'm just thinking, like if you're a teenager living with your parents or in your 20s living with your parents trying to yeah, they would notice. It would be a ton of money on that electric bill. I think. I don't know. Like if you were to buy, I mean, if you were just to do it with one laptop or a few laptops, I mean, it probably wouldn't be, or a couple desktops. I don't know if it would be that. No, it would be $100 more a month. Their bill would go double. Like unless it's on auto pay and they don't pay attention, people would notice that. Definitely. You would probably, like, think about it this way. Like, if it was really that, like, people would just go to places where electricity was already included in the rent or stuff and try to take advantage of it. But, nah, they would crack down. They would really crack down. They'd be like, nah, you're using way too much. You'd have to. I mean, the way to do it, the thing, too, that's interesting, you know, that the people have a lot of ideas, you know. I know Jason Kasper's talked about how he, you know, has his solar panels. A lot of people have solar panels now, but really it's more profitable to sell the solar back to the UI company and then buy Bitcoin with that rather than use the power to mine the Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Like it's more profitable to do it that way, I think. So mining is not the long term. It could be good, but yeah. I mean, solar would be cool if you own some in a rural area and put solar panels. Who the hell knows how long your damn solar panels are going to last and all that stuff. And, you know, all the regulation doesn't want you to really be off the grid, but, you know, yeah. You could probably, I mean, if somebody were to do it, you know, an extra $50 a month, an extra $100 a month, like, you might be able to get away with that for places that aren't like looking at you with a fine magnifying glass, but you got to think about it that way. You're cheating them out of $100 a month. Like, how much are you going to make off of that over time? I mean, $100 worth of crypto, maybe. Okay, 1,000 a year. I mean, maybe it's something. It's a little bit unethical, in my opinion. You know, I mean, there's worse things people do, but you know. One of my friends was doing it. I don't know if you still could do it. I just find it funny how you could just like, I don't know, maybe he was pulling my leg, maybe he's full of crap, but he claimed he was mining Bitcoin on his laptop when he was in high school. I mean, I don't know how much he did it or how much he made nothing with it, but maybe it was when Bitcoin was at $200. So maybe now it would be worth, you know, if he mined a tenth of a Bitcoin over a few months. I don't know what the hell it would have been, but you know, a couple grand. I don't know. Hmm. You gotta get those freaking like hydroplane with the power generated in the water with the stream, the current of the water. Yeah. Would I ever stop trading? Hmm, probably not. I may do it less eventually, but probably not. You know, if I find something I like better, you know, then maybe I would quit it if I didn't have any more time. But I don't know. I think I would keep doing it at least a little bit forever. Hopefully it still exists where hopefully it's not completely just taken over by AI, but I hope the theory of advanced super intelligence is kind of never something we really get to, because then if it's like, yeah, something that's smarter than a human, but if you're just at the level of a human, then yeah. 94.5, Mr. Phil. Hmm. So yeah, I don't know if there's too much to really talk about at this point. Too much more to really talk about. I mean, I think we're in a good position for ETH versus Bitcoin. I think we're in a good position for ETH dominance. I think generally, I mean, the market can go down lower, but I don't really think it would go much lower than 88 right now. Maybe ETH holds up a little bit better. I still would be a bit more bullish. Got a little insurance policy in this short. If you guys, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, if you guys are interested in trading, check out the pinned comment in the chat for BloFin. You get 10% off your fees for life. It's a really good offer. Only my link. In addition, 10% cash back on your first deposit. Maximum of 3K, which is still really good. So if you deposit, let's say 10K, you get $1,000 back to trade with futures bonus. Similar thing on BidFi with my link, 10% for fees for life plus 15% bonus cash back if you sign up, you know, with my link. And yeah, and Bitcoin conference 10% off. I think prices are gonna go up pretty soon. Who knows? But yeah, get 10% off my link. Click it down below. And yeah, remember, guys, if you deposit at least $100 in any of the exchanges, open buy a Bitcoin ticket. I'll give you one free month in Aldo Empire VIP Discord. Really good community. You got Nightshade in there. You guys could talk. I do voice chats occasionally. You could ask me questions, all that. We have some good conversations in there. Open a support ticket with the UID or your email. If you sign up, deposit at least $100 or buy a Bitcoin conference ticket, we'll give you one free month in there. So yeah, really appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys do well. So yeah, let's see, got in it. Okay, 39, yeah. So yeah, really appreciate you guys. We'll see. Wait, what's the